Chinese isn't so difficult. Hello， 大家好，我是你们今天的主持人李佳乐。Hi guys, welcome back. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you. If it's your first time here, my name is Hsk. You can watch this video till the end, check out my other videos and subscribe. Thank you. And you can also follow me on Instagram. Yeah. So guys, today I'm just going to talk about my Mandarin journey and give you some important tips you need to know and to apply when studying Mandarin. So before we get into it, I have an announcement for you, which is henceforth I'll be posting every Wednesdays and Sundays. So on Wednesdays I'll just be posting my normal videos like what's on the description of my channel, and on Sundays I'll be posting the series I talked to you about in the last video, Learn Mandarin with Hsk. So I just want it to be in order, you get. So stay tuned, Sundays, Wednesdays. Thank you. So let's get right into the video. I literally studied Mandarin in 6 months. Like, I got to read, write, understand, speak in 6 months. And I studied Mandarin in Cameroon. I didn't study it in China. So I literally grabbed the basic concepts, but I had one problem, self-confidence problem. Yeah, I wasn't confident in myself, so that's why I didn't really speak Chinese, Mandarin when I was back in Cameroon. First thing is have self-confidence. You have the ability, you have that capacity to do it, so know you can do it. So I have a word of encouragement for you. Philippians chapter 4 verse 13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So I just want you to be self-confident, because when I started I wasn't self-confident and I had a lot of problems on that level. So the second thing, I'm going to recommend you an application, Handpin Pro. That's the application I used from the first time I started studying Mandarin. So now I'm still using it. So it's literally like a dictionary, translates English to Mandarin, Mandarin to English, and it literally gives you some examples how to actually use a word. And inside the application you have Hsk words. So what is Hsk first of all? Hsk is the abbreviation for 汉语水平考试. 汉语水平考试 literally means Chinese level test, which is actually a Chinese proficiency test, which is equals to like the American TOEFL. So it's like the same thing. It's just to evaluate your level in Mandarin, and it has 6 levels currently, but Hanpan is actually planning to get it to 9 levels. My current level is Hsk 5, and I scored, because the total score is on 300, so I scored 284. That's why I told you I'm qualified to be a teacher. I was actually planning to write Hsk 6, but I wasn't prepared and I didn't just want to mess up. I didn't really use textbooks. I had just like Ni Hao Come Along, and I wasn't really using it because I later on sold it. So I'm just going to recommend some textbooks. Developing Chinese, that is Fajian Hanyu, Boya Hanyu, things like that. I don't really have textbooks to recommend, but that's okay. Next tip, music. Music is very important. Like songs really helped me in like improving my Chinese, because like, you know, in songs they have a way of expressing the words on like there's a lot of literature in music, and you actually see the beauty of the word when it's in a song, because it's the way it's expressed is very different and it's very cool. So listen to lots of music, Chinese songs. Yeah, it's going to help your hearing, so that when someone speaks in Chinese you actually know what that means, because you've been used to hearing those words and you get familiar with the sounds. Next thing, movies. Yeah, when I came to China I watched lots of movies. Like seriously, it helped me, because I literally was almost every day I watch comedy, like, you know, Chinese comedy and things like that. And I'm just going to recommend you some movies. Yeah, very cool. I don't know if you can get them on YouTube or some other platforms, but you can get them on Chinese platforms like Youku and IT. I'm just going to recommend the movies. If you could find it, then cool. So things like Lao Shi Hao, Fei Long Guo Jiang, Ai Jing Kong Yu Wu. It's actually a series. It's very cool comedy. Yao Ling Ling, things like that. So very interesting. So it literally helps you to like it helps you with your grammar, your hearing, everything. So guys, the most important thing in learning any language or anything you do, be it studies at school or in your work, in fact in anything you do, the most important thing is consistency. If you're not consistent, man, you're going to forget like everything. So especially with the Chinese characters, because since you are at like a beginner's level and you've not yet grabbed the concept of characters, so if you don't exercise, practice every day, you're going to forget. So be consistent. Even if you're not learning like new things every day, but you should be revising what you've learned already. So be consistent. If you want to learn Chinese like faster and more efficient, you should actually come to China, really, because what I learned in Cameroon for 6 months, you could literally learn that in China for over 3 months. You should come to China. And also guys, very importantly, Chinese isn't so difficult. You get, it's not that difficult. Don't be scared by the characters, don't be scared by all those drawings. They aren't so difficult though. It's not that difficult. So it's just a matter of practice, and it will be okay. So Chinese is like every other thing you do in life. It depends on each person. If you think it's hard, then it will be hard. But if you think it's you have to work hard to get to grab it, understand it, then it's not going to be so hard. And when you're studying Chinese, don't be scared. Go practice with anybody you can practice with. Even if you sound stupid when you say something, just do it. You'll learn from the mistakes you make. Okay, so this is the end of the video. I hope these tips will help you a great deal, because literally no one told me about this tip. So if you like it, please give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, support your girl and get me to 1K. If you don't like it, please tell me what you don't like so I could improve next time. Thank you. I hope you study Mandarin very well. Thank you. See you in the next video. Thank you. Subscribe.